INFY blasting 10.45% before the bell is not a stock move. It is a migration event for capital. And welcome to Dayrade Daily, where we sprint through gaps so you can scout like a menace before work. Smash like and subscribe now so the trading gods maybe let your first trade be green today.
And INFY is not alone. We have MP flying 8.59%, NTR juicing 7.94%, PSLV shining 6.89%, plus a whole parade of basic materials madness. If you day trade and you are not caffeinated and here right now, you are literally misplaying Thursday, January 15, 2026.
Structurally today is about tech gap, INFY, momentum, MP and NTR commodity squeeze dynamics, and PSLV as a silver sentiment gauge. We will lay out intraday plans, opening drives, reversion scalps, and VWAP reclaims. So you have actual tactics, not just vibes, even if Toro insists on yelling anyway.
Look, my people, we do both sacred vibes and responsible stop losses. INFY, MP, NTR, PSLV, plus BILI and SATS sentiment chaos. And we end with a lightning round of irresponsible predictions. So tap like now, or Grizz adopts your account and locks it in. Long-term index fund prison. Alright, INFY, first 10.45% gap, because the market suddenly remembered offshoring code actually prints cash. Earnings beat and margin guide, not a disaster. Plus, bullish tech rotation. Intraday, I want opening range breakout, scalps above pre-market high, and I am trimming fast into the first emotional spike.
Of course you do. I see INFY as a 10.45% gap into prior daily resistance, so I am stalking a fade if it starts stalling near that zone. I short exhaustion wicks with tight risk, then cover on the first real flush into VWAP. Boring, but it pays rent.
I am speed running INFY, tiny starter size on the open. If spreads behave, I scalp micro pullbacks on the 1 minute. First 2 candles, then I am out before the algo remembers I exist. Trading tip number 1. If a stock gaps double digits and the spread looks like a canyon, reduce size or just watch.
I want a bit more structure on INFY. Strong earnings plus tech flow is great, but I need a retest of the pre-market breakout zone from above with volume not collapsing. If that holds and the wicks shrink, I join long with risk just below that intraday structure, not randomly in the vertical candle.
Hear that, my people? Orin is like, please, give me a textbook, retest, textbook, volume, textbook, feelings. The market does not care about your textbook. Electives. Sometimes you just punch the breakout and trail a stop before your courage expires.
Yes, and sometimes you punch the breakout and donate tuition to some hedge fund intern. My rule is, if I am buying above a huge gap open, I scale in only on pullbacks, not on the first candle. Risk tolerance is not a personality trait, Toro. It is a setting.
Listen to him sounding like the compliance department, but he is right. You can be aggressive, but you still need a plan. Entries, exits, and invalidation. Otherwise, that 10.45% INFY gap becomes your personal charity event.
Okay, speaking of personal charity, MP ripping 8.59%. That is rare earth FOMO central on supply headlines plus green energy narrative. I am hunting breakout. Then flip short if it goes straight parabolic and starts failing every push.
MP is literally where governments panic buy rocks. 8.59% gap plus policy chatter that is a cult setup. I want opening drive long if first pullback holds prior minute low. Then I pyramid into strength and bail at the first sign of stalling volume.
You two act like MP never reverses. 8.59% on supply panic is exactly the kind of gap that retraces once reality sets in. I wait for a failed breakout above pre-market high, then short into that reversal, with stop just above the failure wick. Nothing fancy, just pain management.
Pain management, he says, like my heart rate monitor is not already screaming. Quick trading tip number 2. If you are flipping bias on something like MP, intraday, long to short, do not try to catch the exact top or bottom. Wait for confirmation or enjoy instant regret.
Also keep in mind, MP is in basic materials, so if the whole complex rolls over, that 8.59% can unwind fast. I am only long if sector breadth stays strong. Otherwise, I just short failed intraday bounces into VWAP. No hero trades fighting the group flow.
Speaking of the complex NTR, flying 7.94% fertilizer squad in full FOMO because crop prices and maybe guidance did not stink. My crowd, we love when boring tickers move like memes. I want clean flag over VWAP, then let it squeeze late. Shorts into prior daily resistance.
Only Toro could say fertilizer and FOMO in one sentence. NTR at 7.94% is pure positioning. Unwind people who are underweight scrambling in. I fade intraday extensions into obvious daily levels, then cover on the first hard dip because this thing can bounce like a tractor on gravel.
I just like that NTR has enough volume today that I can actually scalp it. Normally it moves like my landlord answering texts. I will trade first breakout pullback. Then if spreads widen, I immediately demote it to background watchlist exile.
For NTR, I am watching relative strength versus other basic materials names like LYB and DOW. If NTR holds its 7.94% gap, while LYB at 6.84% and DOW at 6.44% start fading, that tells me funds are favoring NTR specifically, and I will lean long on pullbacks.
You hear that, chat? He is literally doing sector relative strength on fertilizer while you are trying to pay rent. Like the video if you appreciate free hedge fund homework. Or Jet has to fund the caffeine budget alone.
Speaking of shiny distractions, PSLV up 6.89% means silver maxis are emerging from their forums. Usually that is some combo of dollar jitters and metal rotation. Intraday I only trade PSLV on clean breaks of range with big volume. Otherwise it is just noise with better marketing.
Silver people are terrifying. They show you decade-long charts at parties. PSLV 6.89% is nice, but I treat it like a slow momentum swing. Even intraday, I want steady trend on the 5-minute or I just nope out.
Counterpoint, PSLV is silver cosplay, and I respect it. When it moves almost 7% with volume, I will scalp breakouts above intraday consolidation, but only if spreads stay tight. Otherwise, I retreat to liquid tech and pretend I never believed in metals for 15 minutes.
I actually like PSLV more as a sentiment tell. If silver and PSLV are screaming, while growth names chill, that usually means some macro anxiety. For day trading, I use that to size risk, lighter in high beta tech, even if I am not touching PSLV directly.
Okay, we have to hit BILI and SATS because social sentiment is feral today. BILI up 6.18%, SATS up 5.94%. Means some corner of the internet is yelling in all caps, I scalp BILI only when the 1-minute trend is clean. Otherwise, it is pure chaos calories.
BILI at 6.18% is just an alarm that online video addicts got pocket money. I treat it like any meme-adjacent name, wait for a stupidly extended spike into prior levels, then I fade that with tiny size. Key is tiny size because chat can move faster than your stop.
SATS at 5.94% is my favorite flavor of speculation. Communication satellite. Dreamers writing threads about space dominance, and you are just here trying to scalp 10 cents. I only touch it on clean opening range breakouts, then cut if it stalls once, because low float feelings are dangerous.
I admit SATS scares me. The price action looks like my networking attempts at conferences. Big spike, then instant rejection. I generally sidestep and just use BILI and SATS as proof that retail is on tilt, which supports my cautious stance in everything else.
Bro, did you just compare your love life to SATS? That is brutal. Chat, please clip that. And also maybe subscribe, because this level of oversharing deserves at least one algorithm blessing.
Speaking of algorithms, WIT sneaking in with a 5.21% tech move behind INFY is your quiet cousin at the party. Decent earnings plus follow-through. I like simple strategy here. Buying VWAP reclaim with tight stop or nothing at all.
Love that you just casually dropped a clean setup, like you are not the same guy who chased a biotech gap in 2020 and cried, but yes, WIT. 5.21% plus. INFY, 10.45%. Means tech, outsource, theme day, and our community eats those rotations.
I did cry and I survived. That is your bonus lesson, kids. Surviving bad trades matters more than winning any single day. If a setup looks amazing but you cannot define the risk, you just let it go and wait for the next one.
Alright, lightning round time before Toro starts a sermon on risk and moon cycles. We are going rapid fire predictions. Totally not financial advice, just chaos cardio.
Lightning take 1. INFY closes the day still above 8.00%, and Twitter declares it the new backbone of civilization. I trade that with morning breakouts only. No late afternoon revenge entries when volume dies.
My lightning call MP spikes another 3.00% intraday, then gives half back, leaving new traders wondering what just assaulted their account. I will be there, fading emotional candles and exiting before the closing auction circus.
My turn. NTR has one monster squeeze candle where it jumps another 4.00% in 5 minutes. Then chop sideways forever. I will try to scalp that one candle 4 times and then promise to fix my life.
I will say PSLV ends the day green but off highs, and silver threads blame shadow funds and planetary alignments. My plan is treat it strictly as a trend or ignore it. No marrying metals just because the narrative sounds heroic.
Final lightning blast, BILI or SATS, halts at least once on pure social mania, and Jet loses 3 years of lifespan watching level 2 protect your risk, protect your brain. And if this chaos helped you trade Thursday, even 1% better, hit like, subscribe, and come back tomorrow for more Dayrade Daily insanity.